everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Monisha. Welcome to my channel Canada Stories. This video is one of the most requested videos since the time I made a video on IELTS speaking. I thought, why not make a simple video that gave out all the necessary information that you guys need to crack IELTS with flying colors. To begin with, I hope you all guys know the importance of IELTS. With the cutoff score being so high these days, I strongly believe that improving your IELTS score is one of the only ways to achieve a higher CRS score. First, let me tell you my score, guys. I scored CLB 10. This is easily achievable. If I can do it, you all can. All you need is proper planning and lots of practice. So what I'm going to do now is, I'll tell you guys few tips right away before I actually begin with the video. Starting with tip number 1, know your timeline and plan. First, get to know how much time you have for your exam and how much time you're willing to invest on a daily basis to practice. I'll give you my example. I was working back then while I gave my IELTS and I knew I needed at least 1 full month for my preparation. So, I dedicated 1.5 to 2 hours daily for practice after my office hours. Based on my personal experience, guys, I feel 1 month is good enough for your preparation. However, if you have more time, amazing, utilize it wisely. Tip 2, practice. Once you book your IELTS exam, you're going to get a study material delivered at your place. First, what you need to do is skim through the study material. So once you start reading or working on that study material, you'll have a fair idea about what exactly speaking, listening, reading or writing is. So once you have a fair understanding about these sections, start watching YouTube videos and also simultaneously download practice papers. There are a lot of YouTube videos out there making videos on IELTS. So I'll leave a link to all those YouTube videos which I watched in the description box below for you guys. You can refer to them. I'm telling you this because after you have read through the study material, watching these YouTube videos and practicing with the practice papers will start making sense to you. Don't just watch those YouTube videos, also simultaneously start making notes and implement them while you're practicing your practice papers. Also guys, I refer to different YouTube videos for different sections. Like for example, for reading, I refer to a set of YouTube videos and for writing, I refer to a different set of YouTube videos. I'll let you guys know what all I refer to. So for that, make sure you stick until the end of the video. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. If you're wondering why I jumped into this video in a different outfit, that's because after shooting the entire video while editing, I realized that the video went really long than what I expected. So what I did was I divided the video into 2 parts. Part 1 will cover listening as well as reading, and part 2 video will be released next, and that will cover writing and speaking. So now back into the video. Tip 3. You need a pen, paper and a dedicated notebook to make notes. Next, you need a stopwatch and a voice recorder. So both of these you can find it on your phone easily. Use your stopwatch to keep tabs on your time while practicing for reading, listening, writing or speaking. This is because IELTS is not only about English but also about time management. Next guys, use voice recording while practicing for your speaking test. Listen to your own recording and rate yourself. By practicing using voice recorder, you will be able to judge yourself. You'll check if you're sounding nervous or if you made some kind of grammatical error, and most importantly, you'll be able to check if you are able to speak continuously for 2 minutes. Tip 4. Say for example, if you have more than a month of time to prepare. In that case, start watching some English movies or English series, or even you can start reading books. By doing this, you'll not only improve on your vocabulary guys, but also you'll get familiarized with the accent, which will especially help in your listening test. I say this because the voice that you're going to hear in the listening test is going to be that of a native speaker. So guys, these are the first 4 important tips. Of course, there are many other tips that you need to follow under each section. I'll let you know as and when we progress with the video. So what's in today's video? In today's video, we will be discussing about all 4 sections, which is listening, reading, writing and speaking. Under each section, we will be discussing the test format, followed by the tips that you guys require to score maximum. And also, I will be letting you guys know about the YouTube videos that I referred to under each section. So, without further ado, let's begin. Okay guys, let's first understand the format. IELTS are of two kinds. One is general and the second is academic. Listening and speaking are the same, however, the reading and writing slightly differ. In this video guys, I'm going to discuss extensively about IELTS general. However, people preparing for IELTS academic can of course take away a lot from this video. Listening, reading and writing, these three tests can be completed on the same day without breaks. So very important guys, eat well. However, speaking can be completed on the same day or within a week before or after you take the other tests. Now first, let's begin with listening. In listening section guys, you have 4 different kinds of recording that you have to listen to and answer based on those recordings. The total time allocated for listening is 40 minutes, out of which the first 30 minutes is for you to listen to the recording and write your answers on your question booklet. Now, the remaining 10 minutes guys, you have to transfer the answers from your question booklet to your answer sheets. I hope this is clear guys. Now, what kind of recording one can expect to hear? It could be one person giving lecture or a conversation between 2 people, or sometimes it can even have 4 people talking to each other. Nothing to be scared of guys, you will get used to it as and when you start practicing. So guys, these were the types of recordings. The very next thing is what kind of questions you can expect. In listening section guys, you have 40 questions to answer. So let's first check the first type of question, which is multiple choice question. Based on the recording, you will have a question for which there will be either 4 options or 6 options. Now, based on the instructions, you will be asked to select 1 right answer or 2 right answers. For this, all you need to do is listen attentively to the recording and simultaneously read the instructions carefully. Another type of question is matching. I'm sure guys, in school we all must have had a chance to come across match the following kind of questions. It's just the same. All you need to do is establish a connection between 2 sentences or 2 words based on what you heard in the recording. Okay, moving on to the next type of questions. You may have a person describing a diagram or a plan or a map to you, and you'll have questions based on that. The other type of questions is you may expect filling the blank kind of question, short question answers, etc. I hope you guys understand it's very difficult for me to explain each and every step in the video. However, examples of all these kinds of questions can be found in the study materials and also in the practice papers. I'm going to leave link to all the websites and the study materials in the description box below. Please go ahead and refer to them. It's surely going to be very helpful. Now moving on to the next agenda in this section, which is tips to be followed to come out with flying colors. Tip 1. Practice, practice and practice. I really can't stress enough guys how important it is for you to practice. What you can do is download all the practice papers and also your study material. Then start with 1 or 2 easy papers. Once you get accustomed to it, then directly jump onto the tougher ones because the tough papers require little more attention. Tip 2. Even though this is a listening section guys, while you're writing your answers in the answer sheet, make sure there is no spelling mistake, else you will be penalized. Tip 3. Read the instructions carefully. For example guys, if the instructions stated that you need to enter not more than 2 words, if you enter more than that, you will be penalized. Also guys, another thing is that a hyphen is also counted as a word. So be careful. Tip 4. As soon as you get the task, don't read the task guys. Instead, glance through the questions quickly. This is because if you're listening and reading the question for the first time simultaneously, then there are high chances that you may get confused and miss out on the questions. So it's better that you read your questions first before you listen to your recording. This should help you. Tip 5. Always keep an eye on your next question and look out for keywords. This is because sometimes all the answers will come to you in a single sentence. In this way, you'll not miss out on them. Tip 6. Say for example, if you missed out on answering a particular question. Don't panic guys, it's okay, just move on. This is because the recording is not going to be replayed to you. So if you panic, you're going to be stuck and you lose out on other questions. So it's very important you stay attentive. If you miss, it's okay. Move on. The last important tip from my side. The main skill that you need in this listening section is to be attentive. And for that, you need to sleep well before your exam, guys. It's very important. Okay guys, these were all the tips. Now let me tell you the YouTube videos that I refer to under listening section. I refer to two YouTube channels, guys. One is Liz and the second is the Fast Track IELTS. Both of these channels are amazing for listening, guys. Make sure you watch them. The other materials and other apps that I utilized for listening, I'll leave the link in the description box below. Please check. Now quickly moving on to the reading section. Let's check the format first. This section has 40 questions to answer in 60 minutes, guys. Reading has 3 sections. This could be either a short text or a long text or 2 or 3 shorter text. Based on these texts, you'll have questions for which you need to answer. Now, what kind of questions we can expect? You may come across multiple choice questions. For example, guys, again I'm explaining it here as well. You might have a question which has 5 alternatives and out of which you may be asked to select 2 best options. So that's why I say read the instructions carefully. If it is a multiple choice question, it doesn't mean it's going to have one right answer. It depends on the instruction, so read it carefully. The next type of question is true, false or not given kind of questions. This part gets tricky now. Now how to tackle this? It's very important that you understand the difference between these 3 words. Pay heed here, guys. If something mentioned in the passage is similar to what you're reading in the question or the statement, then the answer is true. Now next, if something that you're reading in the passage is opposite to what you're reading in the question or in the statement, then it is false. So guys, true or false identification is easy. Now, how can you identify not given? Read the statement again. If something mentioned in the statement is unaware or you cannot confirm if it is true or false, or if that particular statement is not mentioned in the passage, then the answer is not given. Okay guys, these were the type of questions that you can expect under the reading section. The other kind of questions could be about the match the following kinds, where you'll have to make connections between the sentences or the words. You can easily score 9 in this section, guys, by practicing a lot. Let's check the other tips that can help you to score well in this section. Starting with read the instructions carefully, guys, so that you don't end up getting penalized. Tip 2. In case of questions like true, false or not given, don't use short forms. Meaning, write TRUE for true and for false write FALSE unless you're asked to write T for true or F for false. Another thing is make no spelling mistake, guys, else you'll lose out on your scores. Tip 3. In case you're unable to find answer to a particular question, it's okay, just move on. Once you're done with all the other questions, get back to this question, reread the passage and look out for answers. Okay. In case if you're still unable to find out the answer, in that case, look out for synonyms or a word that closely matches to the meaning. Now, the videos I refer to under this section were from Liz and also Fast Track IELTS. That's all I have in today's video for you guys. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel Canada Stories. Until next video, love you guys. Bye-bye.